Joining me now, Ted Williams, former D.C. police detective and a Fox Business contributor. Ted, wonderful to see you. We can talk about what's happening in New York specifically. For example, if you compare 2021 to 2019, not only were murders up substantially, but shootings doubled. So this is a city in grave need of help. I agree with Eric Adams. The whole criminal justice system needs to be reformed, but there are going to be a lot of people pushing back when he tries to make those changes.
Well, hi, Jackie. Let me just say Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Happy New to our viewers also. Jackie, in New York, you have Eric Adams, and he is a new sheriff in town. He's a former captain on that police department there. And so he's going to do what de Blasio, the former mayor, did not do. He's going to bring back a lot of these plainclothes units. He's also going to put some of these units in the subway. This man is going to try to turn around a horrible crime year in New York. As you've said here, there were approximately 500 murders in New York alone last year. So I'm happy to see him on board, meaning Eric Adams.
But he's got his work cut out for him. I guess that's my point. I hear you with respect to the plainclothes police officers trying to clean up the subways, trying to clean up the streets. That's one piece of it. It's also empowering the officers, whether they're in uniform or not, to be able to act. And I feel like after everything that's happened over the course of the last 2 years, they're almost scared to act because of the response that they're met with sometimes. That's one piece. Then the second piece of it, of course, is, we're talking about the prosecutors. We're talking about bail reform. We're talking about having penalties for people who commit crimes and saying you committed a crime. You are not allowed back on the streets again to do it over and over and over. The penalties need to be there.
Well, I wholeheartedly agree with you. But let me just say, Eric Adams is someone that is a leader. And I think that law enforcement officers who have been very much demoralized in the city of New York will now follow Eric Adams' lead. And when you look at prosecutors, there's no doubt about it that Eric Adams and his mayor, I stand to be corrected, his chief of police that he just put in place as commissioner, they're going to have to get with these prosecutors. These prosecutors are going to have to get off of their butts and follow the law. Simply meaning they're going to have to lock up violent criminals instead of letting them back out on the street. As you know, as Mayor Adams was being sworn in, he witnessed a violent fight taking place and had to call law enforcement. Also, that same night while he was being sworn in, a New York police officer was shot in the head there. He's going to survive from all indications. But the fact about it is, you do have that new sheriff in town, and we need to give him a chance. The jury clearly is out at this stage on him.
I hear you. I'm going to give him a chance. I know many people are hoping that he will succeed and that the police commissioner will as well, the first female to be in that role in New York City. And so, we'll give them time and we'll see what happens. And Ted, we will follow up with you as well. Thank you.
My pleasure.